Hey there. It's been quite a while, but then again, it seems like I've been saying that a lot lately whenever we get to these recordings. How's everyone doing? Aqua will not be joining me today. She's not been feeling very well, so she's gonna lay down. And besides, we'd actually been talking about it, and she actually likes watching the Isaac runs as much as you guys do. So she's decided that she probably won't join for them too often, just because she'd rather just watch me play after I've completed the run. So today, let's see. I could have swore that we had beaten Mom. Oh, I might be on the wrong file. Hold on just a second. Here we go. Yes, we're on this one. It says that we have a win. Who did we win with? That's odd. Oh, maybe because it wasn't on hard mode. It does say that we have one win, though. But let me check to make sure that there aren't any mods that are on. Oh, I think I know why. Beating Mom for the first time doesn't give an achievement. That's correct. It just unlocks other parts of the game. Forgot about that. It's been a really long time since I've done anything with Isaac. But anyway, I think the only character we do have unlocked is Isaac, so we'll start there. So, I've been rather busy lately, unfortunately. Oh, geez, I'm already starting off really bad. It's funny because, when I'm at work, I actually do really well at Isaac, but it's probably because I'm trying to balance talking to you guys as well as playing at the same time. I'm not very good at that, unfortunately. It's probably the reason that, as much as I've considered doing streams, I'm not sure I would be able to. It's a great idea, and, the concept of it makes me really happy to be able to talk with everyone and all that, but I'm just not sure if it's going to happen. I'm also still, as always, having recording issues and all that other stuff, and I don't really have a very good computer for all of this. But for the moment, I mean, this is as good as it can be. I enjoy what we do here, so in the future, if we decide to change anything, we will, and if not, it is what it is. I don't know how well I'm going to do with this run today. I've been playing on my other file and doing a lot of runs for the Lost. Which, Lost is cool. You know, when I first unlocked the Lost, I didn't think I was gonna like playing as the Lost, because I tend to get hit a lot. But once you unlock Holy Mantle in Greed mode, it's a lot easier, and I can see why people consider the Lost to be a very OP character to play as. Let's see. Wondering what's gonna be in that room. What do we got here? Vested. I've been working a lot lately, and so I haven't had much time to record. That's a Spelunker's hat, so we can... I think that gives us the I can see forever ability permanently. Oh no, it just shows up on the map. Okay, do we have a bomb? Yeah, we do. Oh, okay. Choices, choices. Trading a key for a key is not very helpful. Well, let's go fight the boss first and see what we get out of that. I might come back for that chest, though. But as I was saying, yeah, work's just been different lately, so I've had a lot on my mind. Because I don't know if I mentioned this the last time I recorded, but I got transferred to a new site for my job, and so that's been a lot of adjusting to deal with. But aside from that, it's been pretty quiet. I hope to start recording more often. It's just, I work third shift, and that makes it very hard, because I'll come home and I'm tired, and I'll be like, oh, I should record, but I'm just so tired and I have to get sleep for work. And obviously I can't record at work. That would be very silly. But I don't know. I mean, there are some times where I have some downtime, and... Ow, that didn't look good. I could possibly, if you guys are interested, maybe do some Isaac runs that don't have commentary. Because that's really the big problem, is that I can't record commentary when I'm out on business and such. Alright, we got a cube of meat. We'll see how useful that's going to be going forward. Oh, I forgot the chest. Oh well. It's probably best that I keep the key for this floor anyway. But yeah, so if anyone's interested in some commentless Isaac runs, I could possibly do that. But you guys will have to let me know in the comments. As for other projects, I know that we will probably still do a recording for Telefang. It seems like the reception for that has been very mixed. I don't think anyone really expected us to play a game like that. It doesn't help that I'm so out of touch with that game, because it's been a very long time since I've looked into it, that a lot of the things I was saying, most of them were correct, but like pronunciations for certain things and stuff, I just sounded a bit silly. But it is a game that genuinely was part of my childhood to a weird degree, and I really enjoyed it. So I do want to see how far we can get in the translated version. Oh, that's a very good item. That'll give us some more white eternal hearts. These floors haven't been too bad, actually. But yeah, so there's that. And don't worry, we haven't forgotten about the podcast. We very much have it at the forefront of our mind. There are a few plans that we have for the next couple of weeks in terms of that. I say that, but then we disappear for like a month or two. I know that's not very helpful. That's mostly on my end, because Aqua's usually very available. It's more been my schedule than anything else. Okay, got us some bombs. But I think Isaac has been a very good way for me to at least show my presence on the channel and not be disappearing for too long. I say that, but obviously I disappear for quite a while. Playing Isaac for the channel, I genuinely have enjoyed this. I hope you guys have as well. It's not close enough to that. That's right. Ah, well. Oh, is that... No, that's a mini boss room over there. But I do look forward to making a bit more time for us to do things. I know from my schedule at work, I have 12 holidays out of the year. Unfortunately, not many of them are in the summertime. Only 1 or 2 of them are. So, if we're looking at probably from January forward, there will only be, oh geez, maybe 1 holiday all the way until May. So that's going to be rather difficult for recording. But, I mean, I have Saturdays. Unfortunately, what's been going on is I've been trying to socialize more, which I don't do very well. But I'm trying, since I don't get out very much, unfortunately. So, that's been taking up a good chunk of my time, is trying to find places to go, people to see on Saturdays. As I'm sure I think I've mentioned already in a previous video, we just got a puppy. So, I like to take her out on the weekends and get her some socializing time with other dogs. Because she's very afraid of dogs. It's very weird. She loves cats. Absolutely adores cats. Wants to play with them all the time. Loves people. Hates other dogs. So, we've been trying to get her more socialized in that regard. Oh, I forgot a chest over here. Oh. No, I'm gonna keep what I got. And I can't do any of the alternative runs to get the tainted characters, so there's no point picking that up and trying to put that anywhere. At least I don't think I can do that right now, due to how far we are in the basic setup for the game. But regardless. But yeah, so my Saturdays tend to be filled with trying to get some sleep, taking the puppy out to the park in the morning, and then just, you know, other social projects, going out to dinner. I have another sibling. I don't talk to her very often. We don't always get along, but um, trying to get socialized with her more lately. She's been gone for a while and trying to catch up just a bit. So Saturdays have been, oh, I just trapped myself. That's not good. Don't want to do that. But regardless, I've been trying to spend more time with her as well. I don't know how long that will last, but we'll see. And my Sundays, those tend to be busy with one person that I do actually socialize with regularly. Sorry, can't speak today. It's very early in the morning. I'm not used to being up this early. I'm used to sleeping all day because of my job. But I wanted to get this in this morning to see if I could at least get a little bit of recording done. Our internet's also been really bad. Like, really, really bad. You know, I just realized that Isaac doesn't have the D6. Because I probably would have re-rolled the cloud. It's not a bad item. I actually really like this item. Because, having, I'm gonna call it splash damage because it's technically part of what it is, but I think it has a different name as well. Okay, we got Larry Jr. This is actually a very good boss to have this item with. Yep, see? That was quick. Took that damage, which was very not optimal for playing, but oh well. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so my buddy. We meet with him on Sundays. There is usually time in the morning for any other recordings and stuff, but lately what's been going on is we've had some family affairs that have not gone very well, unfortunately. So I've just had a lot going on the past couple weeks. I mean, I probably sound really tired, among other things. It's not always worth it to blow that up. Not really getting much damage increasing stuff. That's going to be a problem later, so I can't guarantee that I'll actually be able to finish this run. I'm going to try my best, though. But if not, I'll probably play until we get at least one win. So this might be a longer video than usual, depending on how badly I play for the first round. Or my luck, that is. But I mean, I've been playing Lost and the Keeper for a little while now, so getting hit once in a while as Isaac is not that hard for me. Because, I mean, I've been doing rounds where I can't get hit on most floors, or else it's a death sentence. Little Gertie. That might be useful. It's probably a lot more useful than most other familiars, but not the most useful. He's gonna come on the floor? Yeah. Yeah, see, if you can hit them in the right spot, then Gertie is actually very useful. But these things come out of the floor. Oh, decent amount of keys. But yeah, so we're gonna try... Oh. I think my keys are stuck. Yeah, that's been another problem. Is... I think I need to get a new laptop. I've been meaning to get one for a while. I'm gonna blow this up. Yeah, that was worth it. One bomb for one coin and a key, that's pretty good. But I've been in the meaning to get a new laptop. And, especially because, like, the keyboard's kind of running itself into the ground. Ow. That was not worth getting hit there. See, this sucks, especially when you have, like, low shot speed, having those, because you can't hit them. Especially if you accidentally hit them, when they've already... how to explain it. Like, they're still closed, and so it keeps them down longer. But if you have really low shot speed, it also prevents you from hitting them for very much before they close back up. So it's a waiting game that becomes a pain in the ass. It's not worth it to go in the shop. Let's see. Definitely need more red hearts, though. Not doing that great. Gertie, why'd you go over in the corner like that? See, that's where you can get a decent shot with little Gertie, and it's a lot more useful. In general, I'm gonna try and get more uploads more often. Probably in the next couple months. Jeez, just standing there getting hit. Yeah, in the next couple months, I intend to get more time in, but we'll see. I've just had a lot going on lately. But I'm sure that's true for most people's lives. Just a lot going on. As for Isaac in general, it's been one of the more popular things on the channel, and I appreciate that, genuinely. I actually really enjoy playing Isaac, so if this is something you guys want to see long-term, I'll come back for that. I will 100% come back for that, because I know I'm going to get hit and lose that. And I would prefer that to not happen. Keep getting stuck on stuff. But if you guys genuinely enjoy Isaac, like, I would happily... Oh no, not Peeps. Not Sir Peepus. The Pee-Pee Man is here. How do we kill the Pee-Pee Man before he kills me? No, Pee-Pee Man, no! Oh god, that was close. You almost hit me, Pee-Pee Man. I prefer not be killed by the Pee-Pee Man. He is not the easiest boss on 1 health, but hopefully we can do it. Well, dead. New run it is. That sucked. That's okay. That gives us a chance to possibly get a better run going. But yeah, if you guys genuinely enjoy me playing this, I am more than happy to keep playing Isaac. I know for some channels it's well overdone, but I do plan to supplement with other things. So I could buy this object right here, which is an activated item that lets you pick up rocks and throw things. And it can be very useful, but it's just really not for me. Like, I know the utility of it, it's just really not my favorite item. So this is Contagion. So yeah, I was thinking that it was, it's another item I think called Outbreak. And then there's the poison, like, Toxic Shock. I like Toxic Shock. It's a very good item. Contagion's pretty good too, though, because once you hit something, yeah, it just does that. Especially if it's in close enough proximity. In that particular case, that is an enemy that would be in close proximity. See, you just see that shit happen. That's really cool. I think it can only happen once, though. Per set of enemies. For that particular room, at least. Okay. Have this here. Soul Heart, that's worth it at least. I'm so used to playing the Lost and just like hiding in walls. Not used to playing Isaac himself anymore. So I'm gonna have to get used to that. Especially because I'm playing on hard mode. I honestly, I prefer playing on hard mode because it's just better for the achievement unlocks. Because then I don't have to do it all over again. I have to be careful because they can box me in. I'm gonna say that and then I'm gonna allow them to box me in. Knowing my luck. Alright, well, there's one Larry. So Telefang, probably do a video for Telefang. Um, if I can get Aqua to help me later, possibly later today, might do a video for Telefang. But I gotta see how she's feeling. If she's feeling better, we might even do a podcast episode today. Because we've had a few that we've kind of wanted to talk about. It's just been so busy lately. That wasn't a good hit. These guys around corners can be a little unfair sometimes. Like, obviously, there's ways to hit them. But, like, see, like, what I'm doing right now? Like, I'm trying to, like, hit around the corner, and I'm either hitting the rock, or I'm overshooting it and not hitting them. That's such a pain. I wouldn't call myself the best Isaac player. I would say that I'm probably better than most people, but not the best Isaac player. I think playing Isaac does require a decent bit of skill, because otherwise you're getting hit all the time. But as I was saying, though, is that Revenge Fly? No, is this the one that touches the walls? Yeah, it's the one that touches the walls. So I think if it sits here like... Oh no, it does go around the barrels. Huh. I thought it would set off the barrels. That's very interesting. That fly is actually pretty useful in certain circumstances. Because it will go around the perimeter of the walls, and if you can get things to chase you near the walls... Oh. It entices things to chase it now? I don't remember it being able to do that. Okay, that's funny. I didn't know that it enticed things to chase it across the walls. And with Contagion, that's kind of a little broken, not gonna lie. It just makes everything blow up. Okay, so it's gonna follow... Yeah, they're gonna follow that. They must have added that in the past couple weeks. Now for these, they're not gonna chase it like that, because they come out of the floor. It's like, Isaac, with how many things that they've had to buff, debuff, and change, it's not too surprising that there are things that I thought I remembered how they work, and then all of a sudden they're just different now. Is the boss just gonna hover on it and get killed? Well, the flies certainly are. Oh, dead. Alright, get some speed and range up, that's pretty good. Now, do we want this devil deal is the question. I like the monster manual, but I don't think it's worth the price right now. So, we'll go on without it. Possibly if the next devil deer isn't that great, we might be able to get an angel room. Oh, my aim is awful. So, let's see. Outlook for the next couple of videos. Like I said, I would like to get some more podcast in. We've had some things that I'd like to talk about. I know Aqua has been anxious about the podcast because I know we've talked about it a few times. She worries that she's not giving enough to the conversation. Which, don't get me wrong, I enjoy her company when speaking about these things. I don't know if you guys are genuinely entertained by it, but I enjoy having her there. And as much as this channel is for entertainment, it's mostly for us. I mean, we kind of started the channel just as something to do together and to socialize. Like, you know, with an audience present, I guess. So, I'm not sure it should matter as long as we're having fun. And I've tried to explain that to her, but I don't know. I think she worries a lot. I do too, so I can't really say much. So we will see how that's going to end up going. I have talked to my buddy on if he would be interested in joining us. And he has said a few times that he's not sure. He's never done something like this before. That was a decent amount of money. We might be able to go in the shop. Oh, the botfly. Botfly is pretty good. What do we got in here? Oh, is that the Humble Bundle? Yes, it is. That was a nice price for Humble Bundle. Some money in there. Yeah, my buddy, he sometimes has some interesting topics that he'd like to talk about. So, and we've been trying to get him into some new stuff, like FNAF. And I know recently, we've talked quite a bit about the Dot Hack series. I really enjoy Dot Hack. And I'm sure I might be able to do an episode on that at some point. My thing about Dot Hack is that it's actually very interesting how much Dot Hack reflects a lot of the things that we thought about. Jeez, I was trying to run away from that. Didn't want to let me run away. Where was I? Thought I had killed that. Apparently not. Apparently I really suck at this. But to be fair, there's not many items unlocked right now, so I'm not really getting many good items. I think it's harder probably towards the beginning of Isaac than it would be later on in Isaac. Because you have so much to play with, like, long term. Let's see. But right, I was talking about my buddy. So, my buddy is very hesitant to join anything like this. He's, wow. Okay, Contagion, just destroy everything. Just gone. Good item! Tend to forget how powerful it is. But, yeah, so, we've talked to him a few times, and I just don't want to push him. Because he is genuinely interested in the stuff that we might talk about. It's just more, he's not generally the most comfortable on camera or even on recording. Which, to be fair, I mean, generally when something is on the internet, you can't really take it back. So I kind of understand where he's going with that. Sorry, like I said, I'm a little trying to focus, because otherwise I'm just going to keep getting hit. And as we can see, I'm very good at getting hit. So, especially with that pink thing floating around. I hate these things. This run's been pretty decent so far. Do I go in there? Yeah, let's go in here. I didn't get as much of the money as I wanted. Might be able to get more of it after, but... Yeah, that's a trick that you can do. You can just throw a bomb in there, and it will explode everything in random directions, and most times you might usually get everything that's in there. If I get a Hangman card, perhaps I can go in there and get the rest of it. But we'll see. Ow. Well, the shot speed up has definitely been very helpful, and Lost Fly luring things into the corner has also been rather helpful. Oh. Now these I don't like. These I need to be careful. Yeah, that's exactly why I need to be careful. Because they will do that. It's the fast ones you really have to worry about. Let's see. Come on. These things are such a pain. But you can't always, you know, wail on every enemy until it's gone, unfortunately. There is strategy for a reason. Alright, at least I'm getting my strafing back. That was a much better display of that. As for going forward, I also worry that I don't want to provide content that is just slop content that everyone else could make on their own channels. Like, I'm sure most people would argue that playing Isaac is slop content. Like, oh, everyone's done it already, so why are you doing it? Like, because I enjoy it. I mean, I don't really consider it slop content if I happen to enjoy doing it, but... I mean, a great example would be... There's a commentary channel that I watch. I won't say which one it is, because I'm sure people will get the wrong idea. Be like, oh, you know, make it something that it's not. Because commentary is something I enjoy watching it from time to time, but I don't really invest in most of the things that are talked about in it. It's more just a, oh, that's interesting, that's going on in society right now, or, you know, etc., etc. It's not really personal, political, or anything opinions. But there is a particular commentator that I know of, and his whole thing is every once in a while he does pinball streams, because he really likes pinball. Now, a lot of people could argue, oh, that's such a simple thing to set up, and, you know, that's like slop content. Well, you know, that's a personal opinion, but he enjoys playing pinball, so why does it matter? As for content that we haven't done in a while, the Stardew streams will start eventually. We just haven't had the time. But we do have them planned. I technically have a day off this weekend. Because as of recording right now, this is, what day is today? Was it Columbus Day? Something like that. So I will have a bit more time. The other thing is that we have other people that live in the house. Oh, it is another needle. There we go. More speed up. But we do have other people in the house that we have to be considerate of. And so, most of the time on a weekend, we can't really record as much as we want to unless everyone is out. So that has made it difficult as well. This boss. I need to be careful. Oh, well, that's not being very careful. It seems more distracted by the fly, though, for the most part, so if we're careful enough... Maybe it will go after the fly and not me. Yeah, it looks like it's more focused on the fly now. Oh, well, run's over. Ouch. Oh, well. I had a lot of speed and range, not so much damage. That was keeping me kind of handicapped. I also need to stop getting hit. Like that. I'm not listening to myself very well. Don't get hit, dumbass. But yeah, it's just been... It's difficult to find time to record, and it's also difficult to not make it a problem for everyone else when we do. Like, obviously, this is a very quiet morning. The other people that are in the house are either asleep, or they are out doing other things. So it's been a bit easier to get some time in right now. Aqua is still asleep, like I said. And Aqua's not been feeling well, so I don't want to keep her awake. I don't want to go wake her up and be like, oh, we gotta record now, get your ass out of bed. You know, shit like that. And then, of course, you know, the puppy's gonna be in there, and the puppy's gonna want attention, and she's gonna cry the whole time, and... Because that's another thing, is we haven't recorded nearly as much because the puppy will cry the whole time if she's in the crate or, you know, doing whatever she's doing and she's not getting attention. You know, she's at that stage where everything is about me, 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 everything is about me getting attention, so. Kind of just been trying to work things out with that, but it's not going very well. She's a very spoiled dog. She's used to getting what she wants when she wants. We've tried to explain to Aqua not to do that, but it's Aqua's puppy and she can't help herself. A little bit of a speed up is pretty good. Oh, the toenail? I don't like the toenail. We're gonna leave the toenail where it is. I can understand why some people like it, because you can just, if you have the gnawed leaf, you can just go sit in the corner and the toenail will just destroy everything that comes after you. It's the same thing with, like, splash damage and touch damage and stuff like that. Like, if you have the gnawed leaf and you have, like, touch damage and stuff like that, then it's perfect. But, alright, where do I want to put this bomb? Alright, I'm not going to be able to get those coins, so we'll take this. Plus 5 bombs, and now we have cross-shaped bombs. What is that, tar? Yeah, I think that's tar. Yeah, ball tar. So now we have sticky trails. So things that chase us around will get stuck and slow down. But, yeah, no, it's been a lot of scheduling issues and stuff like that. I mean, I know some channels that honestly only record once a month, and sometimes they don't even record that once a month because they can't get everyone together, especially for podcasts and such. I prefer that we not end up that way because, again, I enjoy doing this. This is a nice hobby that I would rather be doing than other stuff. It's just making the time for it and such. And I've actually gotten a lot more writing done for fanfiction stuff. I actually completed a fanfiction. I'm very, very happy with that. There was a Pokemon fanfiction that was never supposed to get as long as it did. I think I've mentioned it before. It's called The Azalea Dressmaker. And, it's one of those things that I was genuinely happy to finally finish. Considering that it was never supposed to be as long as it was. That was exactly where I didn't want to stand. I need to be more careful with this boss battle. And there's some hearts. Of course, the meat again? Oh, at least give me another one to turn it into a shooting familiar if we're gonna do meat. Okay, let's see. But yeah, so they made some progress in other areas because while I'm at work, I'm able to at least get some writing done at my desk. And that's been very fruitful, very enjoyable. So, trust me, even when I'm not working on this channel, I'm working on something for people to enjoy. I've decided that I'm probably going to start another Pokemon project pretty soon. I've already gotten about half a chapter done for it. I think I've talked about it in the past, that I wanted to do Pokemon Coliseum project, or something that pertains to Coliseum, sort of. And so I've started, like, half a chapter for that. Fortunately, it's not been my main project to work on right now, because I also have been working on some other projects that I need to get finished. I want to get another chapter in for my Don't Starve Together fanfiction. And I am still in the process of continuing and finishing up the Kingdom Hearts Final Fantasy VII fanfiction that I've been working on for a really long time. Okay, you're gonna blow up, so you need to stay over there. There we go. Let's see. But in terms of other projects, like I said, there was a FNAF project that I just started. Um, that one's going to be a little different than most other things I would do. It's going to be designed in a way where I keep calling it vignettes, and technically to an extent it's like a vignette, but not entirely. Because I honestly, I've tried to do it in the vignette style a little bit, and it's not quite working out. Like, portions of it will be vignette, but not all of it. Well, that was a waste of 2 keys. That really sucked. It was very unfortunate. But, so that will be worked on at some point as well. I've already gotten 2 chapters out for it. I will probably link both of these projects in the description. I might not be able to on YouTube, because YouTube is still weird about us posting links. It's gotten a bit better. Alright, so this is Mango. Mango Buddy. Unfortunately, I didn't have any other, familiars for it to latch onto and copy the stats of, but that's alright. Having more shots is good enough. But, what's it called? Yeah, so those projects I plan to work on as soon as I can. Get more out there for them. Like I said, I will link them in the description. Oh no. That is something I did not want to get. I believe even though it's a pill, it does wear off eventually. That's just gonna suck for the boss, though, and I'm not sure if it wears off on this floor. I was playing a run the other day, and it did wear off at a certain point. I'm just not sure how long it takes before it wears off. Yeah, we still have the effect. That's gonna suck big dicks for sure. Maybe it will wear off in this room. Alright, it looks like it wore off. Yep, okay. It wore off. Very good. So we don't want to be dealing with that. Are You a Wizard is the least liked effect that we could have gotten. At least for me, I don't like that effect. I'm sure some people really like it, but... There we go. Hey, placenta! That's a very good item. That's gonna help us out quite a bit. So for anyone who doesn't know what placenta does, it regenerates over time. So that's gonna be very helpful for us. But yeah, I've just been... Over time, I mean, things haven't been too interesting. But I'm happy at least where I am in my life right now. Things have been a lot better. Trying to get more socializing in, that's been the biggest struggle, is, you know, making friends, doing other things, but I'm sure over time it will get better. But money-wise, things have been really good. Oh. I forget what you do. Oh, okay. So, if I remember what this item does, if you get hit a lot, it increases your tear speed. Which I'm getting hit a lot lately, so... I think it only lasts for the floor, though. And I'm trying not to get hit right now. But at least if I get hit a lot and it's during a boss and I need that extra boost of tears shot speed, this will be good. I think it makes the tears bigger as well. Champion enemies. Champion enemies can be a pain. Depending on which one it is. I like the one that gives you coins. That's very helpful. There's also the ones that, like, drop you bombs, drop you keys, things like that. Oh, well. Yep, the shot speed acceleration has started. As you can see, I'm shooting a bit faster. Isaac is crying. I think you can get hit up to 3 times and it will increase? I could be wrong. Oh, it was only for that room? Well, that sucks. They must have nerfed it. Because it used to be for, like, the floor. Or maybe I'm just talking out my ass and it was never for the floor. trying to get these near spikes. They can shoot the coins when they blow up, but didn't work. Oh well. But yeah, so far things have been good. Been rather comfortable, is what I will say. Been able to get out at least out of the house a bit. And I'm happy with that. I'm sorry if I keep ruminating on that, but I'm genuinely happy with that. That was like part of my life where I always felt very closed in, like I couldn't do much. So it's been enjoyable, especially at my age where, you know, that should have been a thing probably a long time ago. Excited, at least for, you know, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, all the big holidays are coming up. So I'm probably going to make some cookies. And I really wanted to go apple picking this year. I haven't been in a very long time. And we wanted to bring the puppy on the hayride and all that stuff, so we're considering doing... Oh, that blows dicks. Fuck. Okay. Ooh. Give me that. I want that. Faded Polaroid. Okay. There's not much to... There's not really much in here, is there? I'm assuming one of these walls probably has secret. It's not that one. How about this one? No? Neither of them. Okay. So it's just a dummy. Alright. Do I want that key? I kind of want that key. Oh, a sec, guys. Oh, my legs. My legs bothering me. That's another thing. When I sit on the bed, I tend to sit cross-legged when I do this, and it's not very good for my legs at all. So let's see what boss we have here. That's not too bad. This one you just gotta be careful with knocking down the segments so you don't end up in a spot where there's too many of them. It's the same thing with the Envy boss, like, not putting yourself in positions where you're just gonna get surrounded like the thing I'm doing right now, which is really bad. Oh, Polaroid turned me invisible like the camo pants. Okay. I don't use that item very often. The, what's it called? Okay, Mom's in here. I'm good. I'd like to keep my health. I think that's contract from down below. But I'm good. I don't think I want it. The other problem we've been having lately, in terms of, like, uploading, now that I remember, because I've kind of been ignoring it because I've been at work, is that the internet has been a mess. We can't maintain internet. Cox Digital Cable. I don't know what's been going on with them. I think it has to do with Hurricane Helene. I think they were having trouble... Okay, Isaac, you need to actually move. I don't know what's up with my touchpad, but you need to actually move. Not touchpad, my arrow keys. But yeah, I think Hurricane Helene has been affecting the internet. So it's been having massive service outages and things like that, unfortunately. Let's see, Isaac want coin. We'll go back to that in a minute. Having the good shot speed has been helpful. But yeah, so just understand that, like, another reason why we haven't been really uploading is I'm not really gonna record a video and then not be able to post it for, like, several weeks, all because the internet sucks, and then people are like, oh, this is outdated, what the hell are they talking about? Yeah. But yes, apple picking. I would love to go apple picking. I actually made a stuffed pumpkin recently, and that was really good. If you never had stuffed pumpkin, one of the other things I want to post to my Wattpad at some point is my recipe book. I don't know if I'll ever officially publish it, like in a store or something, but a lot of the recipes are pretty good, and one of the things that I grew up eating was stuffed pumpkin, which I'm sure most people probably don't even know what that is, but essentially it's a pumpkin that you stuff very similarly to a stuffed pepper. But it's made with, like, you know, fall flavors. So it's brown sugar, it's cinnamon, it's, you know, nutmeg, stuff like that. Essentially anything that could be in pumpkin pie spice. But you rub down the pumpkin on the inside with your seasoning mix and brown sugar. And then you cook up some ground beef, you mix it with rice, and, you know, it gets stuffed in there. I usually put, like, vegetables in with my beef, so it's, like, mushroom, pepper, onion, anywhere between, like, an orange pepper or a red pepper. Green pepper just isn't the same. You could use a yellow one, but yellow even might be a bit too bitter. As much as I like yellow pepper on occasion, it's just not enough. But yeah, you do all that, and you put it in a sugar pumpkin. Pumpkin. A pumpkin, huh? Pumping real good. No, a sugar pumpkin. It has to be a sugar pumpkin, though, otherwise it's gonna taste funny. Because I accidentally picked up a pumpkin recently that looked to be a sugar pumpkin, and it turned out it was not. It was mislabeled. And oh boy, it was not good. It was bad. Very bad. Ooh. I think I'm gonna stick with the faded polar. Ooh, give me that. Very nice. I think I'll blow this up too, because I get a bomb back anyway. But, yeah, it was very good. I'm going to have the recipe for my virtual cookbook. So, if anybody wants to look at it, I guess I can link that in the description as well. Well, actually, let me rephrase. The cookbook's not up yet, but I guess when I eventually... do I want Stompy? Yeah, I guess I do. Gives me a size increase, but to be fair, I had a size decrease before. So, we're just back to normal size. I will link to the cookbook at some point, because unfortunately it's not posted yet. I just realized I'm talking out my ass about having a cookbook posted up, and it's not even out yet. But we can definitely do that, for sure, when it's ready. I know there's quite a few other recipes in there. I was gonna go back to that, that room with the gambling room, but I think I'll hold off on that for a minute. I want to see what's in here first. Oh, greed's in here. Come on, hit something, will ya? And not me. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Might still go back to the gambling room. Depends on how many hearts I have available to just pick up. Got some in here. It's half in here. And I can't pick up that whole heart, so that's not worth it. Actually, no, it might be worth it just to blow up the machines. Yeah, just to blow up the machines. Alright, and I can stomp on shit now. Oh, you know, it's dawned on me. Right, just do that now. So actually I have a heart and a half, so that'll be decent at least. But yeah, no, I think having something like that around would also be fun. Oh, that was nice. Okay. You blow up the donation machine? There we go. What's that? Okay. So, we're gonna... Oh, my flash drive just threw itself on the floor. Oh well. Ooh. No, we don't need that. I will keep the portable blood bank, though. That could be very helpful in the long run. But I can also use it to screw myself over later, which wouldn't be very good. But we do have the placenta, so that is helpful. Just leave that bomb. Get some of these off the board. Otherwise, we're gonna get overrun in this room. Oh, that hit actually probably helped us more than anything. Give us some extra shot speed. Oh, that was quick. Nice. Probably a more efficient way to do that, but that's okay. Well, this run's actually turning out to be pretty good. Ugh. Okay. I want to try and bunch all those together so that they blow up. There we go. Just like that. Otherwise, that is a pain in the ass to deal with. What do we got in here? Nothing worth it. That's okay, though. Ah, well, hit in the face. I hate things that jump. In this game, particularly, I hate things that jump. It's not like I don't know where they're going to land, it's just depending on the pattern of shots that come out from the sides of the enemy, it can be a pain in the ass. Having tar has actually been very helpful in this run for that reason. Because it shoots, it calms them down quite a bit, so when they jump, it doesn't lead to too much problems. I probably shouldn't be doing that. I should probably really be trying to hold on to the red hearts if I have to come back and get them. Oh no! It's the giant brimstone vagina. I'm sorry, no one's gonna tell me otherwise. Those are vaginas. It's an upside-down vagina, and the hole at the top is the butthole. I'm sorry. I'm sure that is probably exactly what Ed McMillan intended with that, but that is a vagina. This one needs to go. You're not gonna let me kill anything, are you? You're gonna just keep respawning. Alright, I think I killed one. There we go. Where'd the other one go? Here we go. I guess we should crush these skulls. Pill? Pheromones. that hurt? Oh, well, thank you, placenta. Is it... Oh, it's the Empress. Okay. I'll hold on to that. What do we got here? The tooth. Oh, okay, so this isn't Monstro's tooth. This is the bad breath tooth, which is a pretty good item. Let's go in here. Champion's belt. We really need the attack up, so yeah, we're gonna have to take it. It's not what I would prefer, but I need it, unfortunately. There we go. Donating as much as possible is a good thing, especially because we don't have much in the donation machine right now. If I ever have to bomb the donation machine, I'm gonna need that. There we go. So another thing I always worry about is getting so far into a video and just kind of running out of steam. I think most people who do YouTube, or even just like record videos in general, I'm sure they worry about that a lot of the time. It's just, you know, you get so far into a video and you just start running out of steam. To be fair, I also don't edit my videos. As we know, I'm very casual about this sort of thing. It's not really meant to be perfect. I think if I got into the whole, like, oh, I gotta edit everything and I gotta make it look perfect, and honestly, you guys would never see a video. You guys would never see a video. Because once I force myself to be overly perfect about something, it never stops, and then I don't enjoy it anymore. Perfectionism, like, gives me a headache, and I can be a perfectionist, unfortunately, and I don't enjoy it. It's very stressful, if nothing else. These things are a pain in the ass. I don't want to get... There we go. I was going to say, I don't want to get too close to that thing, because it will blow up on me. Got anything in here? Maybe? Oh, hello. There's a secret. Nice. Be very careful of those spike things. Hey, more secrets. Give me that. So the one nice thing, once you have Stompy, you can just, like, run over everything. You gotta be careful of those bomb rocks, though. Generally, if you have the Stompy ability, you should just be running over as many rocks as possible. You never know what's being hidden somewhere. I'm not doing a very good job of that in this run, but it's generally something you should be doing. I should also be blowing up more walls now that I don't have to worry about my bombs, but... Again, this is a very casual run. I'm not looking to get anywhere too far. Might as well buy this, just in case. But yeah, no, I firmly believe that, like, overthinking, just because other people expect you to overthink when it comes to content creation, I don't think that's very helpful for anyone, because that leads to massive burnout of a creator, and then they don't want to create anymore. It's not to say that, like, everyone should have the philosophy that I have when it comes to content creation. I'm sure there are a lot of people that hate what I do, or how I do it. But I don't think it really helps anyone to overthink everything 24/7. And that's coming from someone who kind of already does that, unfortunately. And that's kind of my thing, is I think if I overthought anything any further, it probably would just make my brain hurt to the point where I wouldn't enjoy doing anything that I do. And it's not even just with content creation. It could be, honestly, with anything. I write fan fiction. If I overthink fan fiction writing too much, it makes my brain hurt. And I thoroughly enjoy fan fiction writing. I do. But for a while, there was a time where I had people trying to throw ideas at me 24/7, and they weren't necessarily, like, ideas that I would normally do for my writing. You honestly have to do what's best for you. And it kind of becomes one of those things where it's like, if you allow everybody to dictate how you run stuff for your hobbies or what you enjoy doing, eventually it becomes what other people want and not what you want. And it kind of defeats the point of having fun with it in the first place. It's not that you can't improve. I think there's always ways to improve. But it should be ways that you want to improve. If someone is demanding that you change something over and over again just for what they want, then it's not fun. And that includes entertainment. Like, there are different types of entertainment. And as much as, the audience is going to want what they want, sometimes the audience, just like, in customer service, sometimes the customer isn't always right. Sometimes the audience isn't always right. I've had people tell me, oh, you need to have this editing software, you need to do all this other stuff. Like, look, I enjoy just turning on OBS and doing a run of Isaac. Or turning on OBS and saying how I feel about a topic. Or, opinions on characterization of something in something that I'm looking at. Oh, that's a good card to get. Like, an example would be Kingdom Hearts. So that's a topic that's been brought up quite a few times, but I haven't really done, like, a fully dedicated, like, this is a video about Kingdom Hearts. And I have so many theories. Like, one of the theories I was actually talking about the other day is, so Kairi, right? She is a character that we've never really truly known much about. Obviously, she lives on Destiny Islands, but we find out literally in the first game, hey, she's not really from around here. And depending on who you ask, some people like Kairi, some people don't. Oh, hey. That sucked. But she is a character where, like, no. I hate hands. This room is very small, so it's very easy to get picked up by these hands. There we go. What's it called? Where was I? Yeah, so Kairi is one of those characters where her origins, as, like, we don't find out until Birth by Sleep. That's almost 5 games later that she is from Radiant Garden. Because, like, I don't even think in Kingdom Hearts 2 they really talk about that she's from Radiant Garden. Sure, there's hints in Game 1 that she is from, Hollow Bastion Castle. That her and her grandmother lived there at some point. But we never find out why. Obviously, we know that she's a Princess of Heart. But just because you are a Princess of Heart doesn't mean you are an actual princess. Like, Cinderella is a great example. Cinderella wasn't a princess. She became a princess when she married Prince Charming. But she didn't start out as a princess. She lived with her family in a cottage, and, The definition of Disney princess, according to Kingdom Hearts lore, doesn't actually dictate that you are royalty. Most of them end up becoming royalty, which is very weird, but they don't necessarily have to start as royalty. Another great example would be, like, Alice from Alice in Wonderland. As far as I understand, at least in the Disney rendition, she is possibly royalty at the beginning, so that makes sense. Wendy, they never explain why Wendy is not one of the chosen ones. They just don't. But in reference to Kyrie, well, we don't want that. No, screw that. I want a coin. There we go. But in reference to, like I was saying, in reference to Kyrie, they make it very clear, at least by Birth by Sleep when they reveal it, like, officially. Oh. Oh, I like almond milk, but we're not grabbing it. Actually, would it be worth it to grab it? No, probably not. Almond milk and soy milk, shots are interesting and plentiful, but no. But, like, Kyrie is one of those characters where, again, they make it very clear. At least by Birth by Sleep, if you didn't know by that point that, hey, she's a princess of heart, and she is from Radiant Garden. I'm sure you guys are wondering where I'm going with this. Who owned that castle? Well, in Kingdom Hearts 2, according to the lore, it was owned by Ansem the Wise, where he was doing experiments on people. And my thing about that is, okay, so if Ansem the Wise owned Radiant Garden Castle, aka Hollow Bastion Castle, do I want this? Yeah, sure. I might get a good activated item later, so we'll take that. So if he owned the castle, and Kyrie and her grandmother definitely lived there, we know that, that's canon in the first game. Why is it that it's never mentioned about Kyrie's relationship to Ansem the Wise? For all we know, he could be her grandfather. And also, for all we know, he could be the reason that she left. What if Kyrie's family found out about Ansem's experiments? Ooh. Like, what if they found out about the experiments that Ansem was working on? And they didn't want that around their daughter? Like, genuinely. What if they did not want that around their kid? And so they had to worry about, if he was gonna hurt their daughter. They had to worry about, like, you know... Oh, that's not good. I need to be careful. I need to be careful. I'm gonna lose this run. I need to be careful. But you know, it's one of those things where it's like, it's never talked about. Ansem the Wise is brought up in Kingdom Hearts 2, you know, he has a whole plot line involving, Riku and Sora. Never talked about his relationship with Kyrie, though, which is odd. Considering that, again, it is very possible that she is related to him. Not guaranteed, but very, very likely and very possible. And it's very strange that it's never brought up. Thank you, Placenta. That helped a lot. Ow. But yeah, it's just never addressed. And, I mean, none of the characters even question it. Mickey Mouse doesn't even question it, and he was around during that era. You think he would, at this point, question, hey, you know, Kyrie might be related to Ansem the Wise, you know, she was the princess of that area. No, nobody questions it. Nobody questions it at all. Just, oh, yeah, that's Kyrie. And another thing is that, like, ignoring the Master Xehanort plot, because the Master Xehanort plot, in my opinion, I feel like that was an afterthought, considering all the stuff that was going on with changes over at Square and all that other stuff. I honestly don't personally believe that the Master Xehanort plot was, um, how do I explain it? It's not that it wasn't thought about, because I'm sure that's what a lot of people are like, oh, it wasn't thought about. No, I think that it was a thought. Alright, it was a good thing I held on to that. Alright, so we're gonna defeat Mom. And then we have to defeat, we have to defeat Mom's Heart, which will be our first achievement on the card. I need to be very careful. I cannot get hit again. Thank you, Placenta. Oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna go fight the heart. Damage up, very nice. I really needed that. It's probably not gonna be as high damage as I have now, but it is what it is. We will attempt to fight and kill Mom's heart. If not, then I will probably have to end this episode. Because unfortunately I only have so much time. I don't want that. But at least will be a nice attempt run for Mom's heart. But, as I was saying, sorry, I slightly distracted myself with the Mom battle. Yeah, but that is something that's never talked about. It's very odd that it's never talked about how many characters actually know Kyrie from when she was little. Never addressed. Um, alright, we don't want to blow that up, I don't well, you know, I want to see something. Okay. That actually was more helpful than I thought. No! Alright, that was a waste. If I get enough hearts, I'll come back for that later, but... Oh, you explode. I don't want to be near you. You explode. Explode. And you make things explode. But... It's very weird that, like, in Kingdom Hearts 3, we get into this whole thing about, Ansem the Wise's relationship with Ienzo. And how Ienzo, like, feels really bad about what happened with the apprentices and all that other stuff. But we never address, like, is Ansem the Wise really a good person? I mean, obviously not. It's very weird that Ienzo is apologizing for what happened during the events of the apprentices betraying Ansem the Wise. But can we talk about the fact that Ansem the Wise most likely was at Castle Oblivion to find a way to kill all of the apprentices and Organization 13. And that would have included Zexion. Like, it's just very bizarre to me that, you know, Ienzo is apologizing and he's so sorry, and... it boggles me, honestly. And don't get me wrong, I understand. He was little at the time. He was little, and so he feels responsible to an extent for what happened. But if anybody should be apologizing, it should be Ansem the Wise apologizing to Ienzo for planning to kill him in the events of Chain of Memories. Because it's not like Nomura even specifies in the plot that, oh yeah, he's going to kill the adults in the situation, but he's not going to kill Ienzo, because Ienzo was little and he didn't know what was going on. Which, that's why a lot of the stuff for the Master's Xehanort plot just seems like an oversight. Like, it doesn't really feel like... There we go. They've gotten rid of that thing. Those things are really hard to kill if you don't have the proper way to not get hit. What the hell am I stepping on? Oh, there's blood. There's blood. Okay. That was stupid of me. Oh, these things move. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like how these things move. There we go. Let's get out of there. I mean, obviously they move, but you guys know what I meant. The way that they move. Like freaking fire bars from Super Mario. This actually isn't a bad room, considering how many bosses there are in here. Oh, that one killed itself on the magic circle. That was dumb of you. Why'd you do that? Yes, come to Satan's circle. It's book time, story time. But yeah, just like little things like that that just seem like inconsistencies. Like, why would you expect Enzo to apologize when you were plotting his death because you wanted your revenge? It's like, ah, yes, my child, that's right, you better apologize to me for, you know, being a little deviant that was plotting my demise. Even though you didn't actually plot my demise. And that's like a common theme with Kingdom Hearts, where it's like we keep, like, putting adult responsibilities on these children. And it's very unfortunate. Oh, be careful with that. Oh, my health's not looking very good. It looks like shit. Got any hearts in here? Oh, thank you. This is very unfortunate, because as far as I know, that is either Mom's heart or it's a boss before Mom's heart. So this is gonna suck. There's one more room over there, so maybe I'll get lucky, and there will be something over there. Obviously, we still have placenta. Maybe there will be a room. See, I don't like bursting these. That's why. Ah, well. Well, I guess that's a good way to end this stream. We will definitely make progress towards getting and defeating Mom's heart in the next episode. I might even do another recording in a little while when I have time. It's just, I received a message earlier, and I think I'm being called to go do something. So, this has been Indigo, and don't worry, we're not gonna disappear for too long this time. I say that, and then I disappear again. Sorry, guys. But, yep, it's been Indigo. See you guys later.